Peace and blessings, y'all. It's Thursday. It is Thursday, February 13th. Yep. Almost Friday the 13th. This is DVJ and Michelle, and this is the Cold World Podcast. About to let these dogs out, so excuse the noise. It was weird. I just saw like a firefighter on our floor, like maybe about a half hour ago. I asked him like what's going on, you know what I mean? It's kind of odd to see a firefighter on your floor at 3:30 in the morning. I don't know, because he had turned around when I had asked him. So maybe, I don't know if he heard me or whatever, but like he didn't say shit. So, which was kind of strange. So, but I'll find out what's going on because I'm about to let these dogs out. It's fucked up outside. They haven't even shoveled our ramp, you know, the underground parking garage door. You know, like obviously when you pull out of it, it's an incline. That's not even shoveled yet. Not even shoveled yet. Just took the dogs outside. There's snow everywhere. They haven't shoveled anything. They got salt between their toes and stuff. So, and then when I was trying to go out to let the dogs out, there's like We Energies or firefighter people. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. And then dude's like, "Hey, can I just have you open the door?" Dude, I have 2 dogs with me, 2 leashes, 2 cords, you know, that are getting all tangled up and wrapped up and shit and all this. I have a plastic bag in my hand in case they poop. I have a phone in my hand. I have keys, like all this shit. You know what I mean? And like the keys were back in my pocket at that point. You know what I mean? So it's just like, dude, really, man? Really? So I had to dig all in my pockets to find the keys to let him in the building. You know what I mean? Dude, why didn't you just hold the door when I was coming out? When you see me opening the door to come out of the apartment building, you were standing right there. Why wouldn't you have just been like, "Hey, can you hold the door?" Instead of waiting until I get outside of that door, it closes, and then you want to be like, "Hey, can you open that door?" Dumb. Like, read the room, dog. People got to be better reading rooms. And, you know, reading rooms means a lot of stuff. It means a lot of stuff. But, like, yeah, people got to be better with that. Because then I'm just like, now I'm digging through my pockets. And keep in mind, I have 2 dogs that I'm, you know, on leashes and stuff like that. So it's just like, dude, come on, man. I didn't say it, but I'm like, dude, you're fucking my momentum up, dude. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm trying to take these dogs out. What's going on? Because it was weird. Because when I got up this morning, I was in the kitchen. I was making coffee, and I heard some man's voice. And it was just kind of loud. So I just, you know, opened up the door and just looked out there, and I saw a firefighter man out there, some white dude. And I was like, "What's going on?" And he didn't say anything. He wasn't facing me though. When I opened the door and looked at him, he wasn't facing me. So I'm like, maybe he didn't hear me. So I said it again. I was like, "Is everything okay, man? Anything going on?" And didn't say anything. I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess you don't talk." Like, man, dude. Yeah, dude, you're a firefighter, dude. You're in an apartment building, dude. Like, you're here for a reason. So if someone comes out their apartment door and asks you, "Hey, what's up?" or "What's going on? Is everything okay?" I expect you to fucking talk. Sorry, I'm cussing. But I expect you to say something, dude. You know what I mean? You're on our floor for a reason. You're in this building for a reason, dude. You know? So, anyways. So that's how my morning got started. Not off to the greatest start, but it is what it is. It's late in the week. I'm going to feed these pets now. Because then it kind of just threw me off, too. It's just like, dude, like, because now it was like, almost like, it felt like I basically came downstairs just to let them in the building. We Energies or whoever he was, We Energies or I don't know, wherever dude was from, firefighter man or whatever, but just like, dude, man, you saw me coming out the door. You were standing right there. Why didn't you just, when you see me leaving out, why didn't you just be like, oh, hey, can you hold that door for me? I need to get in. And then, like, why can't you get in the building? You're We Energies or, firefighter people. Like, why are you asking a resident to get in the building? If there's something going on here, you guys should have access to getting in the building or whatever. Or there should have been like some kind of emergency or something. Don't they have those like keys that'll be like in those little like gold boxes or whatever? If something goes down, they that like have access to these. I don't know, whatever. But it was just kind of irritating, basically, if you can't tell. It's just like, you know what I mean? You get up, you just want to do your little shit. And then all this other stuff comes up. And then the front of our apartment building ain't even shoveled. They love throwing tons of salt down. They'll just throw salt, but won't shovel anything. It's like, dude, you have to shovel, then salt. You don't just throw a bunch of salt down and hope it's going to just melt everything. Because at that point, you're just making a mess. And then it's like they never take into account that people have pets here. You know what I mean? Because both of them got salt in their pads. They were both like limping when we came in. You know what I mean? So I had to get the little salt out their feet. But all right, I still got to take Chewy's jacket off. Come on, Bubba. And then I was just telling the dude downstairs, well, I wasn't saying it to him, but I was just kind of like ranting. I was just like, man, dude, like, just want to take these dogs out. It's too early for all this stuff, man. Like, and then I told dude, I don't even know if he had heard me, but I was just like, dude, like, and then I saw a firefighter on our building. And I asked him what was going on, and he didn't even fucking say anything. You can't speak, dude? You're a firefighter in someone's apartment building at 4 o'clock in the morning. I want to know what's going on. Don't act like you didn't hear me. I don't know, maybe you didn't, y'all. Maybe I'm tripping. But when it's early in the morning like that, and you just like, no one wants to be taking the dog out that early anyways. Let alone both of them, and then it's all shitty outside. Because I was going to go get changed to wash clothes too. I know I'm just rambling now or whatever, but so if you don't want to listen, fast forward a couple minutes or whatever, but I get it. But my plan was to take the dogs out, bring them back up, and then run to break this 100. You know what I mean? So I could get changed to wash. You know what? I think we may just end up going to a laundromat today, because Michelle's staying home from work. Because that ramp, and I just checked it too. The ramp, on the parking garage, the underground parking garage, it's an incline, obviously, when you're pulling out. Well, not obviously, but it's an incline. That's all salt. It's all snowed. Our car can't make it up that ramp, and I'm not about to get out and shovel all that shit up. They should be doing that. But anyways, we just, we're just going to stay home from work. We both got the ability to work from home from work instead of dealing with that ramp. Because I remember that happened last time we went out there. Well, I had left earlier that day to go do my shit, and I couldn't even get up the ramp. So we just ended up both staying home that day. But yeah, that's crazy. All right, I'm about to, you know what? I'm about to get some coffee in my body. Some Cafe. Shout out Collectivo Coffee. Yep, I need to warm my body, warm my soul up. But yeah, it's still Black History Month. And as far as that goes too, doesn't it seem like it's like every year, like as I look at a Dr. Martin Luther King, I have a dream. I have a framed picture in my kitchen, delivered by Martin Luther King Jr. at the Lincoln Memorial on August 28th, 1963, in the March on Washington, D.C. for Civil Rights. Yeah. 50 years ago, a great American in whole symbolic shadow we share today, Charlotte, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came on a great beacon of light, of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came on a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. Sorry, I was reading so slow, but you know what I mean? The words are kind of smaller. I was just reading part of the I Have a Dream speech. Yep. But we have it mounted up on our, posted up in our kitchen. But anyways, I was saying, we all love Dr. Martin Luther King as black people. We just do. I think Democrats and Republicans, I think that's one thing we all agree on, is when it comes to Martin Luther King, we all feel the same about him, I feel. But I will say that I wish we did more. I wish we learned about other people and other things, and also Dr. Martin Luther King. But it's every year. Every year it's Dr. Martin Luther King since I was a kid. And it's the same thing now. And my point is just it kind of shows you well, where's the effort to expand or to learn different stuff or, find out about other things like inventions or, you know what I mean? I bet a lot of people don't know that a black man invented ranch dressing. You know what I mean? A black person invented the doorknob. Because when white people were building, they probably built some of the homes or whatever. Well, we built a lot of homes too. But I'm saying, when white people would be building homes and shit, they'd be like, oh, damn, how are we going to get in now, though? And the black man had to come along and be like, hey, idiots, here's how you do it. It's called a doorknob. All right, y'all. I'm about to, hold on, Charlie. I'm going to let Charlie back into the room because we got the gates up. And so obviously Charlie's not jumping over a gate. So I'm going to put him over the gate. And I'm going to have, you know what? I'm going to have my coffee out the Nina Simone cup this morning, y'all. Let's see. Yep. That first cup of coffee, shout out Collectivo Coffee, used to be called Altera. I like the old name, Altera. But, and they're local, but they ended up merging with a Chicago company or whatever. I believe, I don't know all the super details, but that's how it became called Collectivo. But yep, it was named Altera before, yep. But so shout that out, you know what I mean? And yeah, everyone enjoy your day. Be careful out there driving around and stuff. And hopefully if you live in an apartment building or whatever, hopefully the people that work in your building, hopefully they shoveled and salted properly. All right, let me see how this coffee is. Yeah. Oh, that's good coffee. I'll get that about an 8.5 out of 10. All right, y'all. I'm going to pop the news on. I'm going to feed these pets. And we'll get back to this episode. So enjoy the music, the clips, and the content, y'all. And this is DVJ and Michelle. And this is the Cold World Podcast. Excuse my voice. All right, y'all. Let's get to it.
A second forensic look at the suspicious death of another woman 16 years earlier. Emelita Reeves was 26 years old. Her husband, Jack, was a 52-year-old former Army sergeant, now working as a painter. Together, the couple had a 3-year-old son, whom we'll call Theo.
The Forensic Files is the shit, y'all. Just up. It's about 4:30 a.m. Just let the dogs out and stuff. Y'all already know that. Yep. So I'm just waiting for the news to come on. Yeah, just turn on Forensic Files. Yep. Hope life's treating everyone well. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. It's 90% of the time, and y'all know it's true. When you watch these crime shows, I don't care if it's Forensic Files. I don't care if it's 2020. I don't care if it's 48 Hour Mystery, Dateline. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite crime show. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a white person that did the killing. And 90% of that 90% is going to be a white fella. It's going to be a white adult male. Because although there are white, like, women killers and stuff, it's still the majority of them are white adult males. Yep, they're holding that down. All right, y'all, let's get back to this episode. Enjoy the music, the clips, and the content. And please enjoy your Valentine's Day if you're partaking. All right, y'all, let's get to this.
After lunch, Emilita went shopping, but never returned home.
Styles P said his last album be a 3-part series broken up. Ghosts of the Past, Ghosts of the Present, Ghosts of the Future. Memoirs of a Gangster and a Gentleman. Damn, this is exciting, y'all. I thought we only had one more solo album from SP, but now he's gonna bless us with a 3-part series.
No outside, everything in-house. 27 mil for the penthouse. Long as the count is correct, the shooters won't get sent out. And I don't live there, it's just a rent out. Gangster, gentleman, but very distinguished. The money that I'm talking might sound like a different language. I ain't going in there unless I could get the gang in. Pardon me, I'm in unless I could get the thing in. I do what the real do. I see what these pills do. Instagram just made it easier to kill you. Give them all of the facts. Got the 40 under the hoodie and the small of my back. Couldn't leave the block till I finish all of my cracks. Want the baby, see L's, he got all of the packs. Can't film her. Make a nigga let off a full clip. Fucking the vibe up. We trying to party and bullshit.
Right now, a Milwaukee police officer hurt in a shootout in the hospital tonight with serious injuries. The suspected gunman is dead, and surveillance photos show him walking down the street with a rifle. Officers responded to 27th in Wisconsin just before noon this afternoon for reports of the man firing into the air. Megan Lee joins us there live now, where the tape just came down a few minutes ago. Megan.
Yeah, that's right, Shannon. Milwaukee police were out here near 27th in Wisconsin for nearly 10 hours today investigating that deadly shooting involving officers. I was able to speak with witnesses who saw this terrifying incident unfold.
I know I could have been hit by a straight bullet.
Tyrell Beelan was on his way home from the gym just before noon when he ran into the scary situation.
I see a female officer with her gun drawn directly to the side of the garbage truck, and there were 2 other police officers standing right in front of the garbage truck that I didn't see until they went over to the suspect.
Milwaukee police say officers ordered that man to drop his gun after they say he was firing shots in the air. He refused and began shooting at police with a semi-automatic rifle. An officer then fired back, hitting the suspect, killing him.
Or at least that's what they say. You know what I mean? That's what they say, that the suspect was shooting at them. And I'm not saying that's not what happened. I'm just saying they'll be having the same narrative and shit. Now, you know what? I think it might be a crime time, y'all. What y'all think? Let's see what's going on. Slam Dunkaroonie operating while intoxicated. Let's see what's happening with this, y'all. This is out of Lake Mills, Wisconsin. They're chasing this van, about to pull it over. This is fucked up, man. They got this Mexican dude pulled over, man. They're probably about to fuck with dude. Let's see how this goes. I thought it was somebody white. You know, I'll be liking to do the white pullovers when it's a white suspect. I don't care if y'all are mad at me. Because part of the reason I do that is because we all see and hear about too much black crime in the city of Milwaukee. I ain't even had half a cup of coffee and they're telling us about shooting on 12th and Atkinson or the shooting on 20th and Burleigh. Man, dude, why don't y'all report on when white people do shit? That's part of the reason I do this. It's not to be funny or to make fun of stuff. It's to balance stuff out. Because a lot of these white communities out here, they don't have news stations. So a lot of the bullshit that goes on there, a lot of the crimes, a lot of the buffoonery, all the stuff, they do a lot of bullshit out there in them rural areas and some of these suburb areas. It just goes unnoticed and untalked about a lot. There's a lot of domestic violence in these homes. In these suburban rural homes, a lot of DV happening in them. But they got this Mexican dude pulled over. Let's see how this goes. Man, just see how they treat him. Let's see how this goes. I hope they don't start like fucking with dude, treating him like shit.
Hey, driver, turn the car off for me, please. Turn the car off. Car. Turn off.
Oh, okay.
Gracias. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Todo bien? Voy
Okay.
aquí a mi casa.
Too many cervezas?
No, nothing.
Okay, nothing. ¿Qué es this?
Dude stereotyping the Mexican dude. Too many cervezas? Would you just assume he was drinking because he's Mexican? I mean, unless you smell it on him, that's one thing, but...
My guys.
For guys? Trabaja?
Yeah.
Okay. Licencia para tú?
No, nothing.
Okay. ID?
Nothing.
No. Is vehicle yours?
I think my boss.
This is your boss's?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a wallet?
Nothing.
Not nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
In
I have the car keys.
Oh,
Yeah. He's left of center. Left of center.
yeah.
All over. I mean, he's hammered. 2 cases of Modelo.
Wow.
And, I mean, this is like a...
You're coming from 89 and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's
over,
about it.
over 21. So, other than the language barrier, this is going to be a slam dunkaroni.
Okay.
So, do you guys have one of those translator doohickeys?
No.
All right.
It's just
You should learn how to speak Spanish, motherfucker. They're always telling... That's right. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And I'm not saying only white people. I'm saying us as Americans or whatever. In general, why don't we learn how to speak Spanish? Have you ever stopped to really think about that? Because, you know, we're always telling people, oh, y'all need to learn how to speak English when you come here. First of all, that's complete BS. And have you ever thought, because first of all, English is not our actual language. Like, it's not our first language, actually. But, I mean that people speak the most, actually. But, like, especially, like, if you're a cop or a doctor or, like, anything like that kind of where you, like, straight up have to communicate with people and ask people things, like, you have to talk, you should have to learn, you should know how to speak Spanish. Because think about this, too. You know how we always be, not always, but you know how some of us, like when there's Latin people around or whatever and they're talking Spanish, some people would be getting bent out of shape like, I know they're talking about us. They need to speak English. How about you learn how to speak Spanish? And have you ever thought, you know what I mean? Someone that's Mexican that's over here and their English might not be that well. You know, they don't understand every single word when us Americans are talking. And just think about it. Think about it. You have 4 or 5 Mexican people. They're working in a restaurant, right? Let's just create the scenario. They're working in a restaurant and the other 15 people that work there are white people. And they're just speaking English. They're just speaking English. Just during the whole shift. They're just speaking English. No matter what they're talking about, they're speaking English. They don't, well, the Mexican people, the 4 Mexican people, they don't understand everything that they're saying. That the Americans are saying, that the white adult males and the white adult females are saying. They're probably only picking up, words here and there. So just how people are saying, like, Mexican people need to speak English and all that shit when they're around, y'all need to speak Spanish then. Because those Mexican people could say the same shit that we as Americans say, some of us. Oh, they're talking about us in Spanish. I know they are. They could say the same thing about us. Oh, they're speaking in English, so they're talking shit about us because they don't understand the majority of what we're saying when we're speaking in English. So the Latin person could say the same thing. Oh, they need to learn how to speak English. They could say the same thing. Why don't y'all learn how to speak Spanish? This cop said it's a slam dunkaroonie. Let's see. I want to see if dude starts sweating for his papers.
Just hold the phone and deal with the translation shit, and I'll gonna see if I can figure out who he is first. I'm guessing no. Okay. Stay in the car. Hey, stay.
I'll be liking to see the difference in like the patience with these white cops when they're dealing with like somebody white, and it's a woman or a man versus when it's a brown or black person. You'll be noticing the cops' patience is less when they're dealing with somebody black or brown.
Oh, if he's out, let's just keep him out. Stapleton, if he's out, let's just keep him out. Just keep him out. Pat him down real quick. Right here, 444. All right. Right there, man. How much alcohol have you had to drink tonight?
6. Only 4.
So you speak okay English?
Poquito, a little bit.
Okay. So like 4 beers?
4 beers, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any medical issues?
In Madison, I'm in Madison.
Madison, okay, yeah. Do you have any medical issues?
Only 4.
Do you have any medical issues?
No.
The cops using the Google translator to communicate with him. See, these cops, part of their training, they should have to learn Spanish.
Because of your driving that I observed, the odor of alcohol, and you admitted to drinking, I have to run you through some tests to see if you should be driving and can continue to drive.
You see?
Comprende?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, keep your, like this. Don't move.
Okay.
They're giving them the breathalyzer test or whatever, the road test or whatever.
The next test is going to be the 9-step walking turn. Good. Are you going to do my tests?
No.
You don't want to do my tests?
I said PBT and golf. Yeah. I don't know what else.
Well, let's try the one leg stand. Let's try the one leg stand. For the car part and see if we can find an ID. That would be extremely helpful.
Uh-oh. Open intact.
No. See, so.
You were kidding about the Modelos.
Yeah, I know, right?
Uh-oh.
Pouring out. Man, there's gotta be an ID in here. He originally told me he wasn't drinking. I pointed and said, "What about all the Modelos?" It's for my crew. I'm like,
They think it's funny. Instead of just doing their job and being professional, they're joking around and laughing and shit. Stinking ass white cops.
there's a.
Smell it all over.
Oh, I know. It's just. That's what they're doing in here every day. Is done with work and.
Modelo.
If they weren't on camera, they'd be calling dude all kinds of derogatory shit.
Let me see it because I can.
They're trying to see if they can find an ID in the car. Yeah, dude's got Modelos in there, Pacificos.
Jose, there's an ID up there. Okay, you want to put this out first?
Is that?
You want to put this out first?
No, we'll take them off and then throw them on the front.
This is in Jefferson County, y'all. They got a dude at the jailhouse now. They took him in.
I'll make sure you don't fall.
There's a possibility. Hot. Go into those on.
Probably in the brown video.
All right. Siéntate, por favor.